Well, I'm about to introduce a legend in the HR community. Ed Newman. Ed's been around for quite a while, and currently he's a kind of recognized veteran of talent acquisition and management industries, more than 25 years, in a wide variety of roles, including HR practitioner, manager, executive, consultant, entrepreneur, chief executive, and in general management with full P&L responsibility. He's worked with many Fortune 500 companies in design, development, implementation of talent acquisition strategies, processes, operating models, and technology infrastructure. So Ed, without further ado.
Thank you, Wayne. And I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. So, I've been in the industry quite a while, and the very first innovation that was transformative in my professional life was the fax machine. Because I no longer had to pay couriers to take the resumes to the managers down the block, right? It was amazing. It eliminated jobs and everything. It was amazing. The tech wave that we've been in for the last several decades, up until about 10 years ago, has been all about process, process, process. Continuous improvement, process efficiency, do more with less. About 10 years ago, we entered into sort of a new wave. Anybody read up on the Nexus of Forces by Gartner, where social, mobile, cloud computing, and big data sort of put us into this new trajectory where it's no longer just about process efficiency. It's how do we connect with each other and create leverage. And innovation has been moving towards this human-centric approach, right? That's where all of our innovation has been. It's about experience. We used to talk about recruiting process efficiency. Now it's all about candidate experience, right? And talent experience, employee experience. The networks that we have and the digital footprint is a huge asset. And of course, that's what's leading us to this big drive of artificial intelligence. So what I found pretty interesting is that artificial intelligence has been around for quite a while. John McCarthy actually coined the phrase in 1954, we're talking 65 years back. Now, if you asked the team of professors that he pulled together to have that inaugural discussion about what this discipline was all about, how long before the computers are as smart as humans? The answer is 15 to 25 years. Fast forward to the tech boom in the 90s, you ask somebody how long before the computers are as smart as the humans? 15 to 25 years. You ask me today, it's the same answer, about 15 to 25 years. It's because we don't know, right? So what's different? Why is now different? Why is all of a sudden AI going to change everything? Well, there's a couple reasons. First reason is computer processing is off the charts, right? We all have supercomputers in our pockets. So computer processing is incredible. The amount of data that we are generating is exponential. So the data and the processing is what's making this possible. And there's a third component, money. Billions and billions and billions of dollars are being invested in this, and that's what's driving this latest wave. And that's why it's going to be a little bit different. But the answer is still 15 to 25 years. But with all that money, there's big marketing budgets, and so we all hear about this, and some people fear evil AI and Skynet and how computers will take over the world someday, but most of us can push that aside. The more tangible fear is about our jobs. Will our jobs go away? Is our bots going to take over and put us out of work? And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you, yes, the computers will take over, and we will see job loss. However, we've been through it before, right? We've been dealing with technology changing the way we work for centuries. In 1790, 90% of all humans were in the agriculture business. Is anybody crying that there's not enough farming jobs today? What would you say the percentage is today? Any guesses? Less than 2%. And still there's an abundance of food. So now this is over hundreds of years, right? So when agriculture jobs went away, we found new jobs, we found new things for people to do. Here's what's freaking everybody out. The pace of change is off the charts, right? It took the cell phone literally, just a couple of decades to be almost 100% a household. Whereas something like the telephone over the course of 60 years, right? So this pace of change is freaking everybody out, and it's freaking companies out. They aren't sure what skills they're gonna need in the future. They're hiring people into the company for jobs that don't necessarily exist yet, right? This is also something that I think is driving the gig economy. Because companies aren't willing to commit long-term to certain skills, they're willing to rent them. And that's why we're starting to see it. A lot of people will blame the millennials. They're lazy. They don't want to work hard. It's not the millennials. It's the businesses. Right? So the reality is we will figure out what else to do. This is a diagram put together by our CEO where we're looking at our platform powers talent acquisition. We have some AI capabilities, and what's along the bottom are all the things that AI can do today, probably better than humans. And if you're not using this kind of technology today, it's just because it hasn't been implemented yet. It's here. The technology is here today to do all of these things. What technology doesn't do well, anything that involves empathy. Right? So the AI is going to be, as suggested by Kelly, it's going to be doing the routine type tasks are going to go away. All the things that people might gravitate toward because it fills up their day and fills up their time, we're going to have to get more into the high touch arena. One of the things on here is scheduling. One of my clients, very, very large company, 150 people team does nothing but schedule. 150 people scheduling interviews. And they're about to implement a scheduling automation, and the head of that team says, are we ready for that? I don't know if we're quite ready for that. And it's because, what are these people gonna do? Well, I can think of a lot of things, right? It's all about experience now. So how about we take those 150 people and we turn them into a candidate concierge, right? So they can actually make the phone call to make sure the person has everything they need before they show up. They can meet them at the door and take them through security so they don't have to fumble around to get their security badge, right? There's all kinds of things that we can redeploy these people to do when we let the automation take over the routine tasks. So what I leave you with is this. AI is the new electricity, right? We want to think about it as the new electricity. Electricity transformed industry after industry after industry after industry. AI is going to do the same, okay? But it's still 15 to 25 years out, and we'll have time to figure out what to do as those tasks are automated. That's all I got.